Hey everybody, happy Front Row Friday. It's Marilyn Sherman coming to you from high atop the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm about to do a keynote presentation, but I recorded a virtual program today on which V are you, managing change with a positive mindset, because we've all been going through disruption and change, and that word pivot that we all hate to say right now and hate to hear, and the forced innovation that we've all had to face since the beginning of the pandemic. So my message for you is, which V are you and which V would you like to be? Here are the three V's. You're either a victim, a vacationer, or a volunteer. And a victim to change is someone who doesn't feel like they have a voice, so they don't use it. And they don't bring up suggestions, and they complain about the changes, and no one asked me. And if the change doesn't work, then they're the first ones to say, see, I told you so, and have this self-fulfilling prophecy. Vacationers are people who are, let's say, they would rather be anywhere else than where they should be working towards a solution to manage change. These are the people who sort of fly under the radar and who do the very minimal to get by. And they're really good at saying things like, hey, can you do me a favor? And they get other people to do their work for them. So a victim and a vacationer, the problem is that not only is their behavior bad and their attitude bad and their language bad, but they affect the morale of the rest of the people on the team. So everybody else has to pick up their slack, and everybody else has to deal with the frustration of doing more work because the victim and the vacationer do not pull their weight. And then there's a volunteer. And think of a volunteer that you know who is always on the ball, very resourceful, very encouraging, not someone who is completely overworked and can't say no without a tremendous amount of guilt, but a volunteer is someone who is always saying, you know what, change doesn't have to be bad. Change doesn't have to equate loss. Change can be a good thing. Innovation is a very good thing. Even if we are in the midst of forced innovation, there are a lot of positives that have come out of us having gone through quarantine and changing the way that we do business. So I encourage you today to be someone who is like a volunteer. You're resourceful, you ask for help, you ask for resources, you have a cheerleading kind of an attitude of, hey, we can do this. I got you. I got your back. We'll figure it out. Sure, change is hard, but it can be good. And what else can I do to support you? So there's a lot of positive attitudinal things that you can do and say as a volunteer. I recommend you do that. And that's how you get a front row seat in your life, even in the midst of change. So go out there and be a volunteer and have a front row day, everybody. And I will see you soon. Bye for now.